It's present day, and we're going to do some prep too. Hey everyone, Cristin here, and it is time to start on our next group project. So we are going to be working on Ginger's Kitchen Bench Pillow. That's our next project with our sponsor, Binded by Stitches. So we are going to go ahead and see what we received. We've got a present. Hopefully you've all been ordering your supplies from our sponsor and getting them. They've actually been shipping very quickly. So if you haven't ordered yet, please make sure to do that. We're going to start next week. So get ready, get all of your supplies. So I'm going to add a link here to our sponsor. This is Binded by Stitches. Click on that link and it will take you to their website, and it has directly the items specifically that we need for this project. How perfect is that? All right, so let's see what we have here. So just a warning, I already had most of the supplies. So she sent me some things, but not everything. But I'll go over everything that we need. So we have, this is from Binded by Stitches. And we've got a fabric kit. Oh, awesome. Look at this. Oh, fun, fun, fun. So remember, this is an older project. And so there are some substitutions. And she is so cute. Megan is our sponsor from Binded by Stitches. She created a fabric sheet for us with little like overlays of what the substitutions will be. How cute is she? So we have our fabric kit from our sponsor. And again, there are some substitutions. So on every single video, I will go over this is the original, this is the substitute, so that you know what to use. All right. So either way, whether you bought this kit years ago when it was first released, or if you bought it from our sponsor now, you'll know which product to use. All right, and then don't forget, you're going to need your project batting. All right, all of our projects, we use our Kimberbell project batting. This stuff is great, and it is on that direct website that has all the supplies that we need from our sponsor. So even if you're not getting the fabric kit from her, if you bought it years ago, or if you bought the CD from years ago, do something to support our sponsor. She's our brand new sponsor, and it's always nice to support those that are working these projects for us. All right, the other thing that you need is the light mesh cutaway stabilizer. This is what we will use in our hoop. And the other thing that I don't have here, because I have some already, is the Kimberbell fusible backing. That's what we use on the back of all of our fabrics. And some people choose to use that on just the main fabric, and that's totally up to you. I like to do it on my applique pieces as well, and I will share when we start the prep portion of this video, I will share which fabrics not to stabilize if there are some. All right, and then our buttons. How cute are these? And she was able to get these for us. So make sure to get this. They're on their website, the Binded by Stitches website. We will need this for our embellishments. All right. So those are the items from our sponsor, but the other items that I already had because I bought them years ago, you will need the machine embroidery CD. All right, Kimberbell Ginger's Kitchen Bench Pillow Machine Embroidery CD, and this is, again, it's on the website for our sponsor from Binded by Stitches. So make sure to get that. And then the other thing is the embellishment kit. All right, I didn't get an embellishment kit because I have all of the separate supplies, but you want to make sure it's easy, obviously, to get the embellishment kit. Then you've got everything that you need. So I'll go over some of the things that are in there. It's going to be the tan felt. We will need that. The white vinyl, the white glitter vinyl, that will have that as well. And then we need the red, I think it's the red organza that we will use. I bought the entire pack years ago because I wasn't sure. I think that there wasn't an embellishment kit years ago, and they created one a couple years later. So anyway, and our sponsor does have that embellishment kit, so nice and easy. But so the red organza. And then we also will need, don't forget those buttons. We'll have the buttons, and those are from our sponsor as well. The ribbon, it's Rick Rack ribbon. I think we will use the tiny and the large, if I recall, looking through the directions. And then what else? I think the only other thing is silver mylar. And I have a little bit. Hopefully I have enough. But I have it on the back of the gold. I've got a couple of pieces. So hopefully that will be enough. And if not, I've got some backup glitter, or not glitter, silver vinyl that I can use. So like I said, the embellishment kit is super easy. You've just got everything that you need in there. So make sure to do that. Don't forget the buttons. Let me see if I forgot anything else that we need. Oh, so the pillow. If you haven't done a bench pillow before, or if you want more than one out, make sure to get the pillow, the bench pillow size. I think it's like 16 by 38. It is on the website for our sponsor. The fabric kit, the embellishment kit, the thread kit. So the thread kit, I'm going to use the same one. This we used it for We Wished You a Merry Christmas, and it's the same one that we will be using for this Ginger's Kitchen bench pillow. All right, and our sponsor does have these available as well. All right, and then stabilizer batting, the pillow form fusible backing, the CD. Don't forget the CD. The CD has all of the designs on it, so you definitely will need that. It's also got the PDF. There is not a book. I always get a lot of questions. Where's the book? The book is, Kimberbell does a book when they're doing the quilt. For the bench pillows, it's always a PDF. All right, so it's on the CD for you. All right, and like I said, our fabric kit has some substitutions. I'm going to go over, I haven't started figuring out which fabrics are that I have available, or from the original or from the substitutes, and she sent me, it looks like all of the substitutes, so I think I'm set either way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a prep video. I always can make a prep video, and the reason I do it is because these little boxes, they can be pretty hard to decipher what fabric that they're actually telling us about. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go over every single fabric like I usually do. And again, I'll say there's this one or there's this one for the substitutions. So let me organize my stuff a little bit and I'll be right back. All right, so now for the prep part of our video. So I would recommend starting by printing out your cut sheet and writing a number down one through, there's 19 total on the 2 pages. Start with that. That makes it easiest to stay on top of what's what, all right? So again, I'm gonna go over the original fabrics, which I have pretty much all of them, and the substitute that's coming from our sponsor, all right? So fabric number 1 is this black with white and red lines plaid, all right? That's the original fabric. The substitution is a gray with holly on it, all right? This is number 1. So whether you have this one available or whether you've got the new updated version from our sponsor, either one will be great. And I'll go over that again when we get to the blocks that use this, but this is fabric number 1, all right? Fabric number 2 is this directional fabric. It's black with the Christmas wording on it, Christmas baking wording on it. That's the original, all right? And this also was from We Wish You a Merry Christmas, by the way. So if you have this one, great. If you don't, then you probably received this navy one from our sponsor. It's got Christmas items on it, all right? Either one of these will be great. This is fabric number 2, all right? Then fabric number 3 is the tan lattice is what I call it. I'm not sure if it's called lattice or something else, but that's the original one. And she doesn't have it noted that there is a change. So you may have received this one, but she also sent me this. So I have a feeling that maybe you might receive this. So either one, lattice tan or the like sunburst is what I call it, the tan with the sunburst on it. Either one of these. This is fabric number 3. All right, fabric number 4 is the gray with white dots on it, little white dots. And she sent me this as a substitute, but it's the same thing, gray with white dots. So gray with white dots, that is number 4 fabric, all right? And then number 5, the original is this green chevron. This one was retired a while ago, so you may not have received this one if you didn't buy it from quite a while ago. So if you bought from our sponsor, then it's the green with lines all over it fabric, all right? Now, both of these, I want to point out, don't stabilize, all right? We're going to use this to make our yo-yos, and I think the yo-yos would be easiest to make without stabilizing them, all right? So don't stabilize. Fabric number 5. Fabric number 5, don't stabilize, all right? And then fabric number 6 is the green plaid with black and red lines on it. That's the original one. If you received a substitute, then it would have been this green tufted, all right? The green with flowers on it. Either one of these will be great. This is for fabric number 6. All right, and fabric number 7, the original one is the green with Christmas items on it from We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And the substitute from our sponsor is the blue with Christmas trees on it. How pretty is that? That's fun. This is also our back fabric, so I want to point that out. So we just need a very small piece. Where was it? It is going to be 2.5 by 2.5. So cut that off. And then I stabilized that 2.5 by 2.5. It's an applique piece, so you don't have to. It's up to you. But the rest, I'm not going to stabilize because I don't like to stabilize my back fabric. Some people do like to, so that's up to you. But for me, I am not going to stabilize my back fabric. And this is both for a little applique piece, and then also we'll use it later for our back fabric. All right, this is for, where are we? Number 7, all right, fabric number 7. And then fabric number 8 is this green with flowers on it. I think this was from Make Yourself at Home, that quilt that I still haven't finished. I have like a couple of UFOs, not too many, but that is one. All right, so this one is fabric number 8, and the substitute is the same fabric. All right, so number 8 is the green with flowers on it, number 8. All right, and then number 9, the original one is the green with multicolored dots on it, and I have only a tiny little bit, so I won't be able to use this. I'm very thankful that she sent me the substitutes because I'll be needing it on this one. So this one is fabric number 9. It's the green with multi-dot, and if you received a substitute, it is this really pretty green with Christmas doodles on it, all right? I'm sure that's not the actual name. Keep in mind, I don't know the names of the fabrics, but it is the green with Christmas items on it, all right? So that is fabric number 9. And again, I will show all of these with each tutorial, but I want to let you know so that you can start prepping your fabrics. So fabric number 10 is the green with big white dots on it, and the substitute is the same, green with big white dots on it. This is for fabric number 10, all right? And then for fabric number 11, the original is the red with black and white plaid. All right, this is the original. It's number 11. If you received a substitute from our sponsor, you probably received this chevron, the arrows, as your substitute. All right, either one of these for fabric number 11, okay? And then for fabric number 12, the original is the red with Christmas dots on it, all different colors, Christmassy kind of colors for the multi-dot. This is number 12. That's the original. The substitute is a red with white dots from our sponsor, from Binded by Stitches. She sent the red with white dots on it, all right? This is for fabric number 12. And then fabric number 13, which is the last one on this page, the original, this one is retired quite a while ago. You can see it's different colors of red in a chevron. And this is the original. The substitute that she sent is this red with wavy lines on it, all right? Now, either one of these, my recommendation is not to stabilize it because, again, we're going to use this one for our yo-yo, and I'm thinking that yo-yo might be easier to make without stabilizing the fabric, so I'm going to start it that way. All right, so fabric number 13, here's the substitute, and I recommend not stabilizing it, all right? And then we have the next page. All right, there are 2 pages of our fabrics, and I also want to point out that the third page, and these aren't the right page numbers, page 4 probably, is the cut guide, and that is really helpful for determining how to lay out your fabrics and which way to cut them to make sure you're getting the most out of your fabric. All right, I always use that cut guide. All right, so page 3, the top of page 3 has fabric number 14, and it is the red tufted. All right, this one with the flowers on it, and the substitute is the same fabric. It's not, no substitute needed. All right, so this one is fabric number 14, and again, same thing, whether you received it years ago or whether it's a substitute, it's the same. And same thing with number 15, it's the red with white dots, and the substitute is also red with big white dots. All right, so same fabric for that one. This is for number 15. All right, and then for fabric number 16, the original is a white houndstooth. Hopefully you can see that, white with houndstooth. That's the original one. And the substitute that she sent is white. She told me what they're called. I have to learn what these are called. I call it sunburst. I don't remember what she called it. She wrote it on one of the papers for me. I should learn these. Anyway, so white with houndstooth or white with starburst on it. Either one will work great. This is for fabric number 16. All right. Fabric number 17, which I probably don't have enough of. Maybe I do. Probably, actually. Looks like it'll be good. This is the original. This is the white with multi-Christmas dots on it. And this is for fabric 17. This is the original one. For the substitute, she sent white with snowflakes on it. All right. White with snowflakes on it. All right, this is also a Kimberbell fabric. So white with snowflakes is the substitute if you didn't get the white with multi-dots several years ago, because it's been retired. All right, and then fabric 19, this one is for our back. No, sorry, I jumped one. I forgot 18. Sorry about that. Fabric 18 is our side borders, and the original is the whisk. We whisk you a Merry Christmas. See, it says we whisk you a Merry Christmas. Sorry, it got really dark. We whisk you a Merry Christmas. This is the original fabric, and it's for our side borders. We need 2 pieces that are 4.5 by 16.5, so you need a pretty big piece. So if you don't have that one, our sponsor gave a really cute little substitution, and it is from Cup of Cheer, all of those super cute cups. All right, that's our substitution. So that is for fabric 18 for our side borders. Either one of those will work great. All right, and then fabric 19, that is our back fabric. I'm going to grab that real quick. That's that one that the one she's sending us, which I don't already have. So the way that they have it is you use, I think it was side borders and back fabric. So I might use this for my back fabric if I have enough. If not, she was kind enough to send this blue with trees all over it. How cute is that? That's really pretty. That's from Cup of Cheer as well, and this will make a great back fabric. So this one, it did come with our fabric kit from our sponsor, Binded by Stitches. She did include the back fabric. And that one we need a 1/2 yard. And again, I don't stabilize my back fabric. You may choose to. I definitely do not. And we may do it a little differently. The instructions have the old style of the backing. I might change it up a little bit. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. And then the last one, I didn't even number it. It's the muslin. So if you are making your own pillow form, they suggest making it with muslin. All right, and then the others are the embellishments that I went over earlier with the light tan, the light tan felt, the applique glitter sheet in white, the mylar sheets in silver, and the glitter dot organza that will be needed. That is one of our embellishments. That is from, there's a whole set of organza. I don't know if it's still available, but I know that they did create a embellishment kit, so you can just get it from there. Very easy. And the rickrack trim in extra small, tiny rickrack, and large. And then the holiday buttons. Don't forget the holiday buttons. So that is all the supplies you need. Hopefully now you're super clear on which fabrics. I have not started prepping mine. It will definitely take a couple of days at least. I always cut them all out. I do put stabilizer on almost all of my fabrics except for those ones that I mentioned. Don't forget. So the 2 that are doing the yo-yos, that chevron one, the green and the red chevron, I'm not stabilizing those because they're for yo-yos. And then I also don't stabilize my back fabric, but that's optional for you if you choose. So that is all of the fabrics. I think we're ready to start prepping. Let me know when you're ready to start. I'm thinking next week will be a great start time. All right, I'm excited for this one. We're starting our next group project. Oops, I almost forgot to mention batting. So I always make a batting cut guide for you. I go through each block and determine what size batting is needed, and I will tell you on every tutorial, but if you want to prep that ahead of time, I will include that at the end of this video. I'll include a photo that you can do a screenshot on your computer or on your phone, or you can choose to print it. If that works, I will include it in our Cristin Creates group on Facebook so that you can just print it from there. there. Otherwise, a screenshot works really well too. So I will include all of the batting cut guide for you for each of the blocks. All right. All right, and again, don't forget to order from our sponsor, Binded by Stitches. Here's a direct link. Click on that link. There's one here where I'm pointing, or there's one underneath the video as well. And you just click on that, and it's got all the supplies needed for this project to support our sponsor. All right, and don't forget to start thinking about a goal. Whenever we do a group project together, I always ask you to create a goal, and I have a good one in mind for this one. I'm pretty excited about it. So whatever it is, you know, cleaning out your craft room, working on a project, staying updated with the group as far as keeping up with the group, if that's a lot of people's goal. My philosophy is do it your way, your timeline, whatever works for you, but that can be your goal as well. What else? Eating healthy, getting exercise, getting movement, having positive influences in your life, whatever your goal is. I love to hear about it. So start thinking about what you want it to be. And on our first block video, we will start talking about goals. And one other thing I want to mention is I'm going to do these blocks out of order. So don't worry about that part of it. We're going to work it all together, but we are going to do it out of order from the PDF that's on the CD. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget, order your supplies.